Here we go again. Again, it's Groundhog Day, isn't it? It's deja vu. We've been here before, haven't we? As Man United fans, we've seen this movie before, haven't we? We've seen it many times over and over again. We've got news that the players have lost faith in this manager, Ruben Amorim. The players no longer believe in his tactics, no longer see his philosophy, and they're sick of it. That's what we're hearing. News reports are now saying, reporters coming out, sports journalists have started saying that United, the players at United, have lost faith in the manager. It's just a repeat of what we've already heard, isn't it? What we had with Ten Hag, what we had with Solskjaer, what we had with Louis van Gaal, and on and on and on, all the way back to David Moyes. This is exactly the cycle we're at. You know exactly where we're at. The manager's going to get the sack. We're going to get a new manager in. The new manager's going to come and say, I need this rest of the season to take heed. I don't like the players here. I'm going to change them. I'm going to want another budget of about 200-300 million at the summer transfer market. And then I'll bring in my players to suit my philosophy, my play style. That's what's going to happen. We've seen it. And look, I've been highly critical of Ruben Amorim in these couple of days. And I still stand by that. Still stand by the fact that this formation and his tactics are not working. But I don't want him to be sacked. No, I don't. I want things to be turned around. I want him to wake up. I want him to see the light and say, actually, do you know what? I'm going to change things around. This is not working. Let's try something else. Do not die on your sword here, Ruben Amorim. Why are you not waking up? I'm begging you. I don't want to see you sacked. I don't want another new manager and we kind of start all over, back to the basics again. It's like going and losing again and again every game you're playing and not accepting we've lost. Look, the problem is, as Man United fans, we've got such a divide in the fans. There's some fans who absolutely despise Ruben Amorim and want him out. Then there's fans who absolutely love him and don't think he's doing anything wrong. I'm in the middle. I accept that he is not doing well enough as a Man United manager. His win rate is despicable, absolutely down in the dumps, and something has to change. Do I like him as a manager? Yes, I do. I think he's got the basics to be a very, very good manager. However, he needs to change his formation. He needs to change his tactics. He needs to change. I'm not saying just forget about the three at the back and never go back to it. No, I'm saying move it around. Be fluid. If you can see in real time in the match that it's not working and something needs to change it up. Get the players used to playing in a different formation. Stop playing players out of position. Bruno Fernandes, we all know, is not suited in the centre mid position, but you keep on playing him. Why? Why are you doing that? We need to see him further up the pitch. He plays better. He's our most creative player. He is an assist machine. So why get him to play in that role at the back of the pitch? Send him up further up. You had the perfect opportunity against Man City to play him further up the pitch, and we didn't. We had the perfect opportunity to change things around. Managers are telling us, opposition managers, that we already know exactly how to play against Man United. We know, we worked out how they play. We know how to press them, and we know exactly how they're going to press us, and we know how much space they're going to leave in the middle. We're going to overload them in the middle, and boom, we will get goals. We will get goals against Man United. Why? Why is, if they've worked that out, why are we then still using the same tactics and the same formation and thinking that something's going to change? Next game against Chelsea, it's going to be a huge game. I'm telling you right now, Ten Hag has got 1 foot out of the door. He, after the Grimsby defeat, didn't want to be here. He said it. Why are we ignoring what we're hearing and seeing? Why? I don't understand. As Man United fans, our standards have dropped so low that we can't see this happening right in front of our eyes. We can't see that this is not good enough. The win rate, the way Man United are playing, our performances are poor, and we're just sat here thinking, No, things will change. Things will change. We have been mentally tortured for such a long time that we now are simply clueless. We're clueless as a fan base as to what standards we should be holding Ruben Amorim, our new manager, up to. He's not new, but you know what I mean. Our manager up to. We're not holding up to him up to a certain standard. And same thing with the players. We clap them, we support them, we sing their songs, we tell them that they're brilliant when they're not. When they simply have not been. Any team of players that's finished 15th, we should not be clapping. We should not be happy with them. And any manager that's overseen the team finish 15th should not be happy. And we should not be happy with that manager. Yet we're singing songs and we're saying that he's the best thing ever. He's not. And look, I'm counting myself into those fans who have been saying Ruben Amorim is the key to the solution and he will get us there. And look, I've been blinded as well. I've been blinded by just the desperation of doing well as Man United. That's what it is. We are so desperate to get some success. And we are happy. We're discussing finishing top 8 and we'll be happy with it. That's how badly our standards have been affected. That's how much our standards have fallen. When before we would be like, no, nothing but number 1, nothing but winning the league is acceptable. And now we're talking as fans, we talk amongst each other and say, we'll be happy if we finish top 8. That is how bad things are at United. But why? Why are they that bad? We need to come to a conclusion that this has to stop. So Ruben Amorim is essentially giving out his warning. He's saying, I'm not going to change. If INEOS want to sack me, come and sack me. That's what he's saying. He's saying, come and sack me, you idiots. Come and do that because I'm not willing to change my style of play. Clearly, when Ruben Amorim was headhunted by Man United, he must have put this down to them. He must have said, I'm not going to change my way of playing. So you're going to either accept me as I am or nothing. I'm only going to come if you accept my style of play. And they must have told him, they must have guaranteed him that, look, yeah, you come along, you use your philosophy and your style of play and you will not be questioned. And I think that's where Man United are now stuck in a rock and a hard place because they've given him their backing. They've said, look, you can come. You've got at least 2 seasons to turn things around. We're not going to sack you. You can play your way, your philosophy, your tactics, everything you say will go. And that's what Ruben Amorim is now sticking to. But I think deep down in his head, he's thinking, I want these guys to sack me. I want to be put out of this misery. That's what it is. Even he knows things will not change. I genuinely do. I look at his body language in the press conferences, the way he's saying things. He is saying, I want out. I want out. And yeah, the board needs to make the first decision. They need to come and sack me. I'm not going to walk out, but I've given up essentially. And he's saying, look, he's thrown all his toys out of the pram. That's what he's doing. I'm not in for changing. I'm not going to change the formation, even though the results are not going in our favour. He's not accepting that we're not doing well. He's, in fact, coming out saying we're doing well. But we're not doing well if we keep losing, and especially losing to a below par Man City team. Why? How can we lose 3-0 to a team that's missing some key players and is low in confidence, hasn't been doing well? Look, does not make any sense to me, and that's why I have to say Ruben Amorim has to either change things up or he has to go. He has to go. We need to set our standards and stick by them. We can't keep on changing those parameters just because we get desperate and we don't want to start afresh. I know it's hard. I'm the last one who wants Ruben Amorim to leave. I want him to stay. I want him to change his tactics, his formation, whatever it is, and sort this team out. He's still got time to do that. He's still got at least 2 more games to sort this out before the international break. But if we lose against Chelsea and then against Southampton, we will. I think Ruben Amorim will be gone. Will be gone. I think INEOS will have to make a call on it, and we'll be in the relegation zone, and that's going to be unacceptable. We have to go out, have a decent performance against Chelsea, try and get a win or a draw, and then of course try and get that win against Southampton. And I think he still holds on to his job, but someone needs to sit Ruben Amorim down and say, you need to change things up. You need to change things up, because if these rumours are true about the players losing faith in him in the dressing room, then those are the final signs, aren't they? We've seen this before. We've seen this movie before. We've said it. We've seen this before. It happens. The last thing we get to hear is that the players have lost faith in the manager, and then boom, we get he's been sacked. He's been sacked by INEOS. And if you look back at the INEOS record at Nice, there's one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb, and that is the amount of managers that have come and gone at Nice under the ownership of Jim Ratcliffe and INEOS. They love sacking managers. They love bringing in new managers, and it's a conveyor belt that keeps on going and going and going. And I don't think they're going to stop at Nice. I think they're going to do exactly the same at Man United. They're going to get rid of Ruben Amorim very soon if things don't turn around. I do not want to see that. I genuinely do. You might be thinking, what's he on about? He's complaining about Ruben Amorim, but he doesn't want to see him sacked. I don't want to see him sacked. I want Ruben Amorim to change things around. That's all I'm asking for. I want him to see the light and say, right, look, I'm going to change things around and let's experiment. Let's do something else. This is not working. This is not working. Everyone can see it's not working. We're too easy to play against. Teams have worked us out, and let's try something different. Let's surprise the opposition. Let's go into the Chelsea game and surprise them. Let's shift up the formation. Let's control that midfield, and let's see what happens. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, Ruben Amorim, wake up, change things around. Do not get sacked. Do not walk into the sacking. Why are you doing this to yourself and to the fan base? If you want to do everything in your power to help the fan base and get them happy, then listen to the fan base, and the fan base are telling you this is not working. That is it for today's show, guys. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. If you're not already a subscriber to the Man Utd Stream channel, hit that subscribe button. You are watching the Man Utd Stream channel by the fans for the fans.